Hey, welcome back. We haven't had a chance to do a video in quite a while, but hopefully tonight's will be a good one. Brand new to me, so we'll see how it goes. We're actually going to do, so today happens to be 4th of July, so we're going to do the classic cookout for 4th of July, the grilling. Although we're not grilling hamburgers or hot dogs or anything like that, we're going to grill some salmon, and we're going to grill some vegetables with that. And if everything goes really well, we're going to grill some peaches with some vanilla ice cream for dessert. So we're using the grill all over tonight. Hopefully it all goes well. I don't have a lot of experience with grilling, and grilling has always kind of been one of those things where if you screw up a couple times, you just kind of think, maybe I shouldn't. But we really should. We've got a nice grill out there, need to use it more. We should be having more fish anyway in our diets, our Mediterranean diet. So we're going to have some salmon, we're going to grill it up, and hopefully it all comes out really well at the end. We'll see. You may never see this. Who knows? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we've got brown sugar, a half cup. We've got, that's actually just 3 cloves of garlic, but they're really big cloves. So 3 cloves of garlic minced up. We've got 1 teaspoon of minced ginger, and this is what ginger looks like. She really did not age well from Gilligan's Island, right? She's really looking bad. So this is ginger, and it's really easy to peel. When I first looked at ginger, it's like, okay, how do you get to that? But I saw a little trick on the internet that says you take the edge of a spoon and do that, and you peel away the skin. Now you don't even really need to peel the skin, they said. You can just mince it up with the rest of it, but I want to peel it. So you just peel it off that way with a spoon all the way around, and then you slice this direction, kind of make little medallions out of it. You can cut them up and dice them from there. So we're going to have some fresh ginger. We've got some soy sauce, some low sodium soy sauce. Eventually we're going to have the grilled vegetables we're going to put in there. We're going to have, of course, the salmon. Some cornstarch to make the sauce a little thicker for the glaze afterwards. So it's not a whole lot of ingredients, but grilling can be difficult. It's trying to get that, where it's done but not dried. So hopefully it'll come out well. All right, so first things first, we're going to put in the 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and I'm going to kind of mush that down so it'll break up a little easier when we're ready to. And the cloves of garlic minced up. We will put in our teaspoon of minced ginger. We also have 2 tablespoons of, so I'm supposed to use rice wine. Went to the grocery, got all the ingredients for this, and didn't get the rice wine. So just an ordinary dry white wine is a decent substitute. So we've got a Chardonnay here that I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of that. And finally, our 1 cup, get over there without spilling, of low sodium soy sauce. So I'm going to mix all that up. This is going to be a teriyaki marinade with salmon here. So get all that mixed up here. And then we want to reserve, as I said, a 1/2 cup of the marinade for later. So I'm going to use the 1/4 cup here and get 1, 2, and just a little bit more because those weren't full 1/2 cups, 1/4 cups. Okay, so reserve that off. We'll put that in a pan here a little bit and get that. We mix it with cornstarch to get it a little thicker. Now we're going to clear off all of our stuff over here. I just want to take, so here's our fresh salmon, nice and pink and healthy looking over here. Beautiful. And I'm going to cut it into 2 slabs. Notice the skin is still on. 2 slabs. So I'm going to now put the salmon in a Ziploc bag. There's the skin on it. You still have the skin on it because it's going to grill with the skin. Put the fish in. Put the larger amount of the marinade in with the salmon. And we got about a half cup or quarter cup of sliced up green onions. So we're going to put those in as well. And we're going to seal this up. We're going to make sure everything is getting covered in there. Now we're going to let that marinate for about an hour. So I'm going to open it up and get a little bit of air out of there. Okay, we're going to let it sit for about an hour. I'm going to put it in the fridge. When we come back, shortly before that hour is up, I'll be making the glazed topping for the salmon. Once we grill it, we'll get the vegetables ready to grill. We'll have the grill fired up and ready to go, so I can just be ready to do this when we come back. So we'll see you in a little bit. All right, it has been close to an hour, but we got some things to do before we pull the salmon out and get that on the grill. So we've got currently the stuff that I reserved over here, the part of the marinade heating up. We are going to, I've got a teaspoon of cold water in here. I'm going to mix 2 teaspoons slowly of cornstarch. So I want to get a little fork here, and so if you don't mix it in slowly, you get lumps in your cornstarch, and we don't want to do that. So mix a little bit in. Get some more, mix it in. Mix that. I'm going to try to, don't want to get that cornstarch, don't want to get the teaspoon in there now that it's wet. That would make that cornstarch clog up. So I don't want to do that. So another teaspoon. Got to kind of keep whisking as it goes in, otherwise you get this just big clumps of cornstarch. Oop, and it's almost doing that already. I have to add a little more water in. It's a little thick at the bottom here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just add a little more cold water in. Just a tad. There was 1 teaspoon of cold water and 2 teaspoons of starch. So I don't want to add in more than just a little bit. Now, we add it to this stuff. Again, whisking as we add it so it doesn't clump. I'm going to turn the heat up just a bit. Keep stirring. And it'll start to thicken up and turn into a little bit more of a glaze, which is what we're looking for. And notice you don't put the cornstarch right into the sauce. You want to dissolve it in cold water first and then add it all in, because again, if you just add it right into this stuff, it will probably clump up and you'll just have these little white lumps in your marinade sauce, and it's not what you're looking for. So I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit more. Once we have this done, we're going to pull the fish out. It will be done marinating for its hour. We've got a handy little gadget we're gonna try to help keep the fish from being difficult to grill. Okay, I can't tell if you can tell on the camera, but it is starting to become a thicker sauce now. I'll turn the heat down just a bit. We don't want it to scorch, we just want it to thicken up. And it's thickening up nicely there, that's great. So this will be poured on the salmon once it's done on the grill. All right, I'm gonna pull that off for the moment. It's thickened up. I'm going to make sure we turn that off. All right, so now we're going to pull the fish out of the fridge. Oh, and two things. First, one thing I skipped when I put the marinade together and the fish in the fridge, there's supposed to be 2 tablespoons of oil, of olive oil in there. So I went back and add that almost as soon as we turned the camera off. I'm like, oh, the oil. So that's been added into this marinade for this whole time. And the second thing is, as you can see, so we're still in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic here. I'm not wearing my mask, so I hope that you're 6 feet back from the screen because I don't want to have you catch anything. Okay, so I'm going to pull this fish out. Covered in its sauce. And so this little handy gadget here I will take this marinade with me because I'm going to actually pour a little bit of that on it when I get it out on the grill. But now it comes over like this and slide that lock on there, and now I should be able to flip the fish all as one unit. So hope it works well. First time I've used it, so we'll see. All right, let's take this out to the grill and we'll see you back there. Okay, we are here on our 4th of July night, grilling outside. Beautiful deck in our beautiful neighborhood, and maybe, who knows, we may get some well, and with some screaming kids in the background. That's always good. Maybe we might have some fireworks before the night's over, before we've done this. So, all right, so we're going to put this on here. So I've got these on kind of medium high, medium-ish. I'll turn it up just a little bit. I'm going to keep this side down because this is going to be where I put the veggies. I'm going to put the fish over here. And I'm going to, I had to cut away because I forgot to bring this out. So I'm going to use some of this marinade and baste the top of the salmon. Lots of juices on it. We've got quite the little audience tonight because they're saying, hey, that smells really good. And it smells a lot better than the crap you give us. So, all right, we got that marinating. We're going to, or grilling. We're going to close this down. Oh, can you hear that? We're singing happy birthday to our neighbors, the little kids having a birthday party there. Aw, happy birthday. Okay, so we're gonna let that grill for about 6 or 7 minutes. Okay, so back inside the kitchen, in and out, here we go. We're gonna have some grilled veggies out here. So we're going to put in a good drizzle of olive oil on each one. And I've separated out because red peppers and yellow peppers here require about a minute or so more grilling time than I've got mushrooms and zucchini and yellow squash in here. So since they require a little different grilling time, I've got them in different bowls so I can add them at separate times. So we've got some oil that I drizzle on, some olive oil. Get the oil mixed all over that. Might need to, there's a lot of veggies in there, so I might need to actually add a little more oil. We'll make sure they're good and oiled before they go in the pan, because we'll use grill pans for these. That we're going to do some salt and pepper on each one of them. Do a little more mixing. And then, because they are covered in oil, if I put them in pans in here, we're going to have a little bit of a mess. So we will head back outside. I will throw our veggies into different pans, get the red and yellow bell peppers grilling in just a minute or two, and then the rest of the veggies a minute or so after that. We'll come back in while those are grilling and make a little drizzle sauce that we're going to put over the veggies. We have rice being made, so we're going to have quite the little meal tonight. This may be a level 3 before we get all done. This may be our first level 3. Could be. We'll see. Because then at the end of the night, we're going to grill some peaches. We place them with a little bit of olive oil. You grill them up out there, face side down. Then when they're done, put some vanilla ice cream and drizzle a little bit of honey over that. That one I've made before. If this doesn't turn out well, we're just going straight to that. So anyway, we'll see. We'll be back outside and we'll see you out there. All right, we're back through the magic of television. We're back outside, and it's time to put these veggies on the grill. Let them start cooking. So I'm going to use a smaller pan for these guys. I could probably do these in 2 batches. It probably would be better if I did them in 2 batches, but for time's sake, I'm not going to. But I would think they'll probably grill better, would grill better, if I let them be spread out and able to be all grilled, but they'll at least be, if I can't put those on yet. I just said they have to wait about a minute or 2, and yet I put it right on. Okay, so I'm gonna let these just go for just another minute or so. I'm gonna put those on, flip the fish, hopefully they're done, the 2 things of fish are done. We'll go back in, make the drizzle sauce for the vegetables. We'll have the marinade to be drizzled over the thing. The rice I heard pop off while we were in there filming. So the rice should be ready, and hopefully this will all come together. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, live television. Who knows? It's been a minute or so. So we're going to now put these veggies on. Flip the meat. Let's see if it looks good. Ooh, it does. It's got that kind of nicely charred thing. I'm going to flip these right here. Let them go for another 5 or 6 minutes. All this should be getting done about the same time. We hope so. So we'll go back in, make the drizzle sauce for the vegetables. We'll get the marinade warmed back up just a little bit for the salmon, and come back out here and get the rest of it. So back inside. Whew. Back inside. All right. So we're going to have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Again, this is the drizzle for the vegetables. So there's 1, 2 of olive oil. We want 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. 1, 2, 3. We want to put in our garlic. We put another clove of garlic that we minced up. It would take 2, but again, these are really large cloves of garlic, so I just did 1. So there's the 1 clove of garlic, a teaspoon of basil, and a half teaspoon of rosemary. And then we're going to mix that all up. And the veggies all set. This will get drizzled over the veggies. All right, we've got this. I'm just gonna barely turn the heat on this thing. Let that kind of make sure it's warm for the glaze. We're gonna go back outside, check our fish and our vegetables. Maybe need another minute or 2, but we'll see. Then we'll bring all that back in. We'll have our rice and veggies and salmon, our teriyaki salmon, and we'll be ready to eat. And then we'll be ready to have dessert. I can't wait for the dessert. Okay, we'll see you then. Back outside again. All right, so we'll check these. First, oh man, I can just tell that salmon looks, oh, look at that. That looks really, really good. You can see that it's kind of flaking inside. Perfect, perfect. The veggies aren't gonna have those grill marks because they're in a vegetable pan, but they're definitely warmed and ooh, listen to that sizzle, that sounds good. Okay, I think this is ready to go. So what I'll do is, I'll see you back inside. I'm gonna get all this back inside. You don't need to see me making trips back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You'll just see me all set. We're back inside, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, everything's back inside. Everything actually smells really good. All the smells and odors is wonderful. All right, so, okay, that's not hot anymore. So now, if I can pull this off. Ooh, it's gotta stick a little bit. Okay, so it's stuck a little bit to this thing. So that's a thought for next time is to, I don't know if I need to spray a little bit of olive oil on it or something, but okay. So we now have oh no, look out. Holy mackerel. Well, you can see it flakes apart really well, so that means it's done. Holy cow. Well, you know what? This will be mine. I won't give this to the patrons at the restaurant. I'll take this as mine. Ooh, what a mess. Okay, so then we'll get the next one up here. I won't try to look at the bottom of it. Okay, there's that bit of mess. Tastes good already. Okay, now we have veggies that I will goes. Put those veggies in there. And then finally, some drizzles of some sauces. So we have this stuff that we made for the vegetables. I'm just gonna kind of can always add more later if it needs more, but we'll just do a little gentle drizzle of the sauce there. We have the teriyaki glaze that we will base on top of that one. A little more on this little disaster over here. Yeah, so, you know, presentation is everything. So, yikes, but that's okay. It all goes down the same hole and it tastes good. So there's some glaze for that. Give myself some veggies. So you gotta have a mixture of colors. That makes it a more interesting plate to have a mixture of colors. For some reason our bodies think it's more appetizing when it's colorful. I don't know. And there's my veggies. And then finally, last little bit of drizzle onto my veggies. Okay, so this is the restaurant version. This is the, okay, don't show anybody this version. Let's go back to that. There we go. Good job. Okay, so that is our grilled teriyaki with grilled vegetables and rice. We grilled teriyaki salmon, not just grilled teriyaki salmon with vegetables and rice. And with any luck at all, this will taste really good. A piece fell off and I tasted it. It does taste really good. And then when we come back, we'll have part 4, I guess, if you include the rice. The next part will be grilling up our peaches, and then, like I said, a little vanilla ice cream and honey drizzled over the whole thing, and it's really, really good. So, okay, you convinced me. I'll try it now. Salmon's really good. Let's try the veggies. Still a little bit crisp, so there's some texture to it. They're not soggy, they're not overdone. So that's really good. Okay, so there you go. We'll see you back with the grilled peaches in just a minute. Okay, we finished our salmon and grilled vegetables and rice, and it was really good. You can't see her, but my wife's back there nodding her head. So, but it was really good. So now, next, dessert. We're gonna grill some peaches and then have some ice cream and honey on top of that. So all you gotta do for grilling peaches, I'm just gonna take a little bit of vegetable oil and just drizzle a little bit over that. I'm just gonna take the 2 halves and kind of get the oil drizzled on. Same with this one. I've got just 2 peaches that I've halved and pitted. Okay, we're gonna now take those out to the grill, throw them on for a few minutes, get the grill's back on again, and we'll throw them on there and grill them for a few minutes, and then pull them off. I'll use a tongs and a spatula because they'll be soft and gushy. So if you just try to pick them up with tongs, then it's gonna be a mess. And then we'll come in and put a little bit of French vanilla ice cream and honey on it, and just wonderful. So we'll see you out there. There's food. Let's go see. Okay, hopefully you can see me. It's obviously getting a little dark here on our 4th of July evening, and we've got the grill going for our peaches. So I'm just going to put that right on like that, and like that, like that, and like that. And we're just gonna close that back up, and we're gonna grill it for 2 or 3, 4 minutes. I'll check them in just a minute, and we'll see. We should have the nice little grill marks on there. And once that's done, like I said, we'll spatula and tong them off, put them in bowls, get some ice cream and honey on them, and have a wonderful dessert for the 4th of July. So we'll see you soon. All right, it's been 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and take a quick check of these. Look under here and maybe back here. See, this is why I gotta use the tongs and the spatula. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice little grill marks. Yeah, that's close. Okay, so off the grill goes. Let that cool down. We'll go inside, add a little bit of ice cream and honey. We'll have some coffee over here by the fire, and we might see a few goofballs lighting their own neighborhood fireworks off, because that's what they do around here. So we'll see you in just a minute. All right, so with our grilled peaches, I'm gonna throw a little bit of ice cream on top. You see the heat of the peaches is making the ice cream melt pretty quick. Couple small scoops of ice cream, and then some honey from a local honey producer here in Connecticut, just down the road a piece. There's a little honey on. And we have a tasty dessert. Grilled peaches with ice cream and a little bit of honey. Okay, that is our, I don't know, level 3 meal. Main course, sides, dessert. I think we're going level 3 tonight, so cool, our first one. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you make it, we sure did. It was really, really good. So we'll see you next time. Okay, that was just neighbors. that was just neighbors. That wasn't like the Middletown show. That wasn't anything official. That's what neighbors have. Happy July 4th.